Hello and welcome to Everything Under the Sun. This is Ty. Hope you are all doing incredible today. I have been thinking a lot, there are so many people that are in this world, so many incredible people in this world that give love, that give kindness, that give smiles, that give love, despite feeling so sad, feeling so dark, feeling so hopeless. It's like despite feeling all these things, there are many of us that will still give love, give all of this love to people outside of us. And something I just want to say is include yourself in your circle of love. It's so easy for you to give love. You know what it's like to give love. You know what it's like to give love. You've given it. You've given it time and time again, over and over again. And so often we give love that we're not giving ourselves. We give a depth of love. We give a depth of compassion, a depth of attention. All these are things of love. All of this is love. It's all love. And we give it away. We give our time away. We give our energy away. We give our attention away. We give it all away to people outside of us. And that's incredible. It's incredible. But we are running our cup dry. We are filling other people's cups with our own cups, and we can't even refill our own. Include yourself in your circle of love. Put yourself in the middle of your circle of love, in fact. Because you cannot give someone something that you do not have. And that is something that is actually quite a big indicator of the fact that we are this love. Because there are times where you felt completely unloved. You felt down. You felt alone, afraid. All of the things that are the opposite of love, and yet you gave love. That's because we are love. It is inherent within us. So give that love to yourself. It is powerful. It is potent. It feels incredible. It feels great. It feels amazing. And you know how it feels because when you give it to other people, you smile a little bit. There's a little piece of you that feels like it lights up and you say, oh, it must be because I gave that love. No, it's because you allowed the resonance of love to be present. Because giving that love to yourself, oh, it's going to feel so much better. You're going to feel your cup filling up. You will feel it. It's going to be something so potent where you just feel like love is just oozing out of you. And you will just naturally give it to people. It won't even be something that you have to think about. It won't be something that you have to work up the energy to do. You won't have to work up the energy to smile because guess what? In your happiness, if you don't want to smile, you don't have to smile. And that is true happiness. Freedom is true happiness. And the freedom to do whatever you want is something that you have the freedom to do. But we restrict ourselves, we bind ourselves because all of that love we're also giving to people, that is also where our alliance is held in other people and other things outside of us. Let's put our reliance back within ourselves. Let's put that love back within ourselves. And I promise you it will extend outside of you because it has no place else to go. But recognize that you are the most important person in your circle of love. You are the most important person. Never let anyone else be more important in your circle of love than you. And I promise you, it is not a selfish thing. If all your friends are going to a surprise birthday party and you've had a hard week where you've been giving your attention to people outside of you, to work, to family, to all these other things, and you find an opportunity, and it just so happens to line up with this person's party, you find an opportunity to take time for yourself. Take that time for yourself. Give that love to yourself. Everyone else will understand. And if they dismiss you, if they push you out of their life because you choose to love yourself, then they were not in your corner in the first place. They are still learning that lesson of love because maybe they're still accommodating to other people's needs. Maybe they're still accommodating to other people's wants and demands. And maybe they're uncomfortable saying no. I know I've been there. Uncomfortable saying no, knowing that I didn't really want to go out, knowing I didn't really want to go to that event, but I was like, oh no, please come. It really mean a lot to me. Yeah, it may mean a lot to you, but to me, it's just going to drain me some more. And of course, I didn't say that. I would say, okay, yeah, I guess I'll go. And there's so many of those situations that's like, well, of course, that seems reasonable. They're begging you. They're your good friend. You should definitely go. But do you want to go? Give love to yourself. That is giving love to yourself. When you choose yourself, and it may not seem like much, but choosing yourself is allowing yourself to validate that, that truth that my opinion matters, that what I want to do matters. And as that resonates more and more within our consciousness, we can choose it more and more. And then we can realize that, you know what? I've realized that I've given all my attention to this job that I don't even like that much. I've given extra hours. I've been doing extra for the same amount of pay because I feel as though it's a demand that's wanted from me. And I've lost this time and energy that I could be spending with my friends and family. You know what? I'm going to eliminate the thing out of my life that's more stressful and brings me less happiness. And I want to start incorporating more of the stuff that does. And I have faith that being happy in this moment, being happy right now, being happy in each and every moment that I take a step in this life will bring me closer to happiness, will allow me to have a more joyous life. And let the job go. If that job says that you need to be here 6 days out of the week, you have to do 70 hours a week at this job, and if you don't do it, then you're fired. Well, then guess what? I'm going to drop down to 36 hours a week. And if that's too bad for you, then maybe this isn't the job for me. I'm going to move towards my happiness. I'm going to say yes to myself. I'm going to say yes to my own demands. I'm going to call out because I feel like I need a day to myself. And if I end up losing my job because I call out, I probably didn't like that job in the first place. Because a job that requires me to work every single day and I can't miss a day, then that's not the job for me. And if I have missed multiple days at that job, then something within me obviously knew before my consciousness caught up that I didn't like this place, that I didn't want to be there, and therefore I wasn't there up until this time that they fired me. Allow that to be, allow it to happen, and prioritize yourself. Let that firing of you from that job be the indicator that says, you know what, I didn't like that job in the first place. I actually want to move towards my happiness. I want to move towards my dreams. And this job has been keeping my attention so much. I'm going to give love to myself. I'm going to start choosing myself. I'm going to allow myself happiness right now because I don't know if tomorrow's going to come. And yesterday already passed away. Right now is where I experience my life, so I'm going to choose right now. Include yourself in your circle of love because you give it so easily. You give it so easily. So start with yourself. Always start with yourself. Choose something that you enjoy and go for it. Say no to an opportunity that seems like it's a demand coming from outside of you. And allow yourself to choose yourself. Allow yourself to choose your happiness and your peace and the motion that you want to go on. And it doesn't mean that you have to be mean towards anyone as you reject that. You can just kindly say, you know what, I want to do something for myself. And I'm sorry it aligns with your birthday party. I know your birthday only comes one time a year, but how about let's do a dinner this weekend, just you and we can, make it up for then. But right now I'm tired and I really need this for myself. People will understand. And in fact, as you speak your truth to other people, they may be even encouraged to speak their own. They may be encouraged to say, you know what? My friend said that they decided to take time for themselves, to love themselves, to appreciate themselves. And it was in spite of my birthday. And, we still had a fantastic dinner a few days later. But, I'm taking from that I can do the same thing. And maybe next time I feel tired and haggard and don't feel like doing something, then maybe I'll choose myself. And as we choose ourselves more and more, again, your cup will fill up and it will overflood. You will see that there is so much that you want to give that it's almost like you can't even give it all. But start with giving yourself. Start with loving yourself. Start with appreciating yourself and valuing what you want to experience. And sometimes this can be a journey because there are so many things in this life. I know that it can be very hard and it can seem very challenging, but it just starts with one simple choice, and it starts right now, right this moment. Do I want to hold on to this? Do I want this to be my experience? This feeling, do I want this to be my experience? And then make the choice for yourself. So that's all I have for this episode. If you have any thoughts or ideas or anything you'd like to share, you can send that to everything.stonepodcast@gmail.com. You can join any of the social media groups, Instagram, everything.stonepodcast, Twitter, at Every Sun Podcast, the Facebook group at Every Sun Podcast, and the YouTube page, Everything Under the Sun Podcasts. And yeah, that's all I got. Love you so much, and I will talk to you soon.